For a while now, we've not heard from Mohbad's childhood friend, called Primeboy. Primeboy, he was the one that would have been the fall guy. Let me put it that way. Cynthia had packaged it that way, and I'm talking about people who knew themselves. They have been friends. Mohbad, Prime Boy, and Cynthia. They know each other. They've been friends. I mean, these are people who grew up in the same environment. But according to Prime Boy, himself and Mohbad had visited a spiritualist, and they were told to lay off, stay off, demote, delete, cast away, remove, cut off every relationship that they had at that time. That was because both of them, their destiny aligned, and the seer knew that the kind of girls around them at that time would be counterproductive and eventually lead to their demise. Mohbad was told specifically about his demise, like, Oga, if you don't stay away from the present girl, which is Cynthia at that time, that you are in a relationship with, sorry for you. But did Mohbad listen? No, Mohbad did not listen. Mohbad went ahead, and this caused some chaos between him and his childhood friend Primeboy, because Primeboy was like, wait, they don't tell you, say, leave this girl now, and you are still saying the girl is a virgin. Mohbad was sort of kind of attached to it, like, no, I don't want to listen, she's still a virgin, I want to do. After doing, did Mohbad stop? Mohbad did not stop. Now, Primeboy was the one, like I said, that would have been the fault guy apart from the nurse. And according to the police, it's a crime if you refer any medical personnel to anybody. You'll be held responsible for whatever it is that the outcome becomes. So, Primeboy fought really hard, like, to get himself out of this. They said he used juju to knock his childhood friend. He's jealous. He's always getting his friend angry. What Cynthia did not tell us is the fight that she had with Mohbad. She tried to downplay it. She said, no, I was telling him not to fight his friend. And he apologized, and we even la pew pew. They knock in the night, like they did whatever. So in between this, when did it now become that Mohbad was about to cry? Is it the knocking that caused Mohbad's heart to palpitate, like beat too much, and then Mohbad eventually cried? What exactly is this thing that caused the demise of Mohbad? People have asked this question, and they are still asking this question till today. Ladies and gentlemen, be prepared, because now that the same government, that the Department of Justice, let me put it that way, the prosecution department, they said Prime Boy and whoever that you've known, they are not guilty. Immediately, Prime Boy realized that he's no longer guilty. Well, Prime Boy decided to open his mouth to say certain things, and what he said will shock you beyond your imagination. He opened up and he said some things. I guess the reason why he kept quiet back then was because he didn't know where all of this was going to lead to. He wasn't too sure. Am I going to be nailed? What is the reach of these people that I'm dealing with? Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, so it will not appear like I'm the only one talking, please like, share, tap on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Returning subscribers and those that have been here, I say very big warm thank you to you. And to those that have tapped on the thanks button, the one with the love icon, dollar sign in the middle of it, may God bless you, may God replenish your pocket. If you like what we do, you are for justice for Mohbad, kindly smash, just hit on that button that says thanks. Let's get right into it.
Ẹ máa ti lé mi dànù. Ọlá mo tẹ̀lé délé ni. Èmi gan lẹ́nu máa bù sójú.
Bó o tó bá ti ṣàlà máa gbọ́ tẹnu ẹ̀.
Òótọ́ ni ṣá. Òótọ́ ni ṣá.
Màá kọ́ gbọ́ kọ̀rọ̀ kí n tó bọ́ síta.
Lọ́ọ̀yà mi yẹn ó kọ́kọ́ gbọ́rọ̀ mi ní kọ̀rọ̀. Ó rẹ́kọ̀dù ọ̀rọ̀ mi. Ó béèrè ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn bí ẹ̀mẹrin. Ó béèrè ẹ̀ ńgbà tí inú bí mi. Ó béèrè ẹ̀ ńgbà tí mo rẹ́rìn. Ó wá ẹ̀mí mo ṣe wá notice ìgbà tí mo wà nínú sẹ́ẹ̀lì mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá ń rí kọ́.
Psychology nìyẹn.
Mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá mọ̀ pé máa máa ní ṣe ó pa mí lẹ́rìn fúnra ẹ̀. Ó ní I know you don't know anything about this matter but you might just face it. Kò ní face it again ṣàbáwò. Ó kàn ń wá ẹ̀mí.
Ọba wa estate ní ilẹ̀ bá mi pò yìí.
Ó máa tún padà á tún ní no, it's just a matter of time. No, they will leave you, man. Just explain what you know and you be going home. Just explain what you know.
Wo ìbùtọ̀ sọ wọ́n jáde láago mẹ́ta lóru wọ́n rọ̀.
ẹ mọ̀ pé mi ò mọ jẹ́ mi ò rí driver ẹ̀ wọ́n driver ẹ̀ mo bá lẹ́jọ́ èmi ò mọ rí.
bí wọ́n sọ pé èmi sọ pé kò ní ṣe wọ̀ kò ní ṣe pẹ̀lú wọ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀ náà sì ni ó ṣe wá justice for rẹ̀ kókó bẹ̀ ni pé ibi tó yẹ kí wọ̀ gangan o tún bù sọ pé can you imagine so ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí bleed láago 3 lóru that means pé fresh bleeding ni ló fi lè jẹ́ kó fi storm out.
àwọn ló fi ní bleeding profusely.
ọwọ́ abẹ́ yìí léwọ̀ lórí òun ni driver yẹn ti yọ̀wọ́ finally yẹn bleeding so
ó ṣe driver yẹn ló yọ mí o Mr. Yomi èmi ti yọra Ọlọ́run ti yọ mí láti ilẹ̀ tí mo ti bọ́lẹ̀ èmi ò fọ́ ọkàn.
o gbọ́dọ̀ mi
driver yẹn wá fi kún ni.
bó ṣe wà yìí òun kò yíyọ Ọlọ́run ó mọ̀ máa yọ constantly àwọn àṣírí mi fún wa jáde tó bá fẹsẹ̀ múlẹ̀ fúlẹ̀ bàbá àní kọ́ máa ṣáà máa ṣe kó gbé máa ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ àti rìn báyìí kọ́ wá padà sí pé èmi tẹ́ wá bù sófó ní oṣù mẹ́ta ojú mélòó ló mẹ́.
Close to 4 months 1 week ló kù tó máa fi pé 4 months mo lò.
ìgbà yẹn wọ́n náà ṣe máa bá wọn wò pé sí èmi tẹ́ bù sófó ní oṣù mẹ́rin close to 4 months ẹjọ́ kílẹ̀ bá mi pò inú investigation wo lẹ ṣe because ọ̀rọ̀ tí driver sọ yìí tó ń gbọ́rọ̀ mi ọ̀rọ̀ tí driver sọ yìí dájúdájú driver yẹn ti sọ fún wọn ó ti sọ fọlọ́pàá yet wọ́n tún detain wọn.
wọ́n tún detain mi yá.
ọ̀rọ̀ tó yẹ ní DPP ṣe yọ̀wọ́ kúrò nítorí nínú case file nǹkan tó duplicate ọlọ́pàá duplicate fún wọn ọ̀rọ̀ driver yẹn bá ti wà ń bẹ̀ pé wọ́n bleed òun máa ti kọ́ bẹ̀ pé àwọn débẹ̀ òun jà o wọ́n wọlé òun ní kọ́ bá lọ jà èèyàn bleed lóru láago 3 pàtó wá ti bleeding yẹn tó lead sí reaction wọn kó fi rush bọ́tà yẹn that means pé kò ní kan ṣe pẹ̀lú nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ń Kòròdú nìyẹn torí the bleeding that sudden bleeding kọ́ọ̀tì yẹn ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ ni kò lè jẹ́ ẹni tó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Kòròdú lọ́sẹ̀ rush fún ní after tí ìgbà tó ṣẹ̀ délé gbogbo yẹn ní DPP ti rí inú case file tó duplicate fún wọn because ọ̀rọ̀ tí driver yẹn sọ yẹn ìgbà tọ́lọ́pàá pè náà the same thing ló máa sọ wọ́n kàn kọ script yìí tó máa fi ṣọ́ọ̀kẹ́yìn tó fi ṣèkà fúnrú wọn ni nítorí wọ́n gò tí mo bi tí wọ́n máa ti wọ́n fi ọ́n lè pé n tó ń bá jáde lọ táwọn Yomi ti ń pò náà yìí tó ti bu àdúrà sọ yìí espiritu mevi news ni level bá jáde tó tọ́ káṣírí tó tú óyá àwọn táwọn rí pé kò sínú fíìmù yẹn ẹ̀yọ̀ wọn dànù kó tó di pé ẹ̀yin kan máa ká ló pé kí lè bá wa pò ó sì ṣe ti rí ìwọ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ká níwọ̀n tí yorùkọ ẹ kúrò lọ́ọ̀yà ẹ̀ ń sìn ibi tó máa bù so nìyẹn pé ìṣẹ́ni tóun bá yín pò kí lè wá decline tó mú fún irú aago 3 tí wọ́n ní ó ń bí. tọ́ṣẹ̀ gbé mọ́tò jáde tọ́ṣẹ̀ fẹ́ máa dóòlà ẹ̀mí Mohbad yẹn kò ní kan ṣe pẹ̀lú Primeboy rárá àbíjà tó ṣẹlẹ̀ àbí whatever àtẹjọba náà yín pò Mohbad ò bleed lásìkò Ìkòròdú nìyẹn o ti understand torí pé kò lè jẹ́ small court wèrè tó ń fi hàn wá yẹn òun làwọn yẹn fi jáde tó ń rọ́ọ̀ṣì jáde tí driver lóhùn ò lè gbé mọ́tò lẹ̀ tó ṣẹ̀ṣàyé ṣe mọ́tò Mohbad tó ń rọ́ọ̀ṣì lọ tó wá ní rọ́ọ̀ṣì padà ṣóun náà ló fa gbolẹ̀ tó wẹ̀tì ṣójú rọ̀mọ́jú ni ojú rọ̀mọ́jú ọmọ yẹn kọ́bìnrin láwọn neighbor ṣójú rọ̀ ládùúgbò yẹn ń jọ yẹn ojú rọ̀ náà o tí ọ̀sán gbogbo yẹn láti bọ̀ ojú rọ̀ rárá ẹ wá lójú rọ̀ lójú fẹ́.
gbogbo yẹn wọn ṣe investigation ẹ ilé yẹn ó jẹ kọ́kọ́ sẹli téèpù lé yẹn bí American movie ti máa ń wò.
exactly owó ẹ ló ṣe dánwò ẹ̀jẹ̀ gbé hospital mo ní apá abo nìyẹn mo ní ìyàrá ìyá ẹ̀ tàbí bá sọ gbò yẹn lọ́ọ̀yà ẹ̀gbọ́n wà bẹ́ẹ̀ mo ní ó dà pé ẹ̀ ń mú ta lẹ̀ ń mú ṣeré onítọ́wà yẹn pé police station tẹ́lẹ̀ wáyé a máa búra wa sọ́tà máa lára abó kí ló ń ṣe yín ẹ̀rù bó wa ṣeré ògbó bí ni èmi ló ń sọ ọ̀rọ̀ blasphemy fún ìwọ kúrò láti Jákàndé mo níbo lọ́fíìsì wọn ní Jákàndé. mo ní kí ló bá mi pò náà mo ní kí ni gbogbo rọ́bìṣì tẹ̀ bá mi sọ yìí mo ní ṣe mi lọ́ọ̀yà ni.
olówó yẹ ọkọ
ó yẹ ó fò láti Jákàndé ó wá fò wá sínú ọ́ṣídì ó yẹ àwọn tó nígbà táwọn gbé Mohbad lọ tráfíkì mọ́ wọn bọ̀ gbà tí wọ́n wá pọ̀
Mr. Yomi ẹ dúró sórí ìwọ Adéjọkẹ́ 121 oníṣòyè.
Fanti pé àmọ́ ní ìwọ wá jẹ́ doctor ní ṣebí báńkà lókè rẹ̀.
I don't know why some people are still supporting the wrong things. I don't even understand this country anymore. Me understand nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ wọn.
ẹlòmíì wọ́n fi fóònù tọ́jú ẹ̀ ni ó ti yẹ ìmí wọ́n fi fóònù tọ́jú ẹ̀ ìmí ọpọlọ ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń padà sípò ni àwọn òwò ṣe ní TikTok account ayẹyẹyẹyẹ alẹ́ ní kó lọ́gì wò káwọn wò. O ti understand?
Yeah.
So gbogbo orú àwọn ẹni àwọn tẹjọ ń pera yín lọ́rẹ̀ Mohbad àwọn tẹjọ kóra yín jọpọ̀ ní orúwò nìyẹn òun wá sáré wá bàbá tí wá bọ̀ tá ń sìn ṣé o gbọ́dọ̀ bàbá tí wá bọ̀ tá pé on the level lọ́mọ òun jọ̀ ìjọba Èkó dẹ̀ fetí gbọ́ gbogbo yẹn ṣé o get me.
wọ́n sọ pé bàbá sọ pé on the one ń pé àbí kí ni on the 11.
bàbá ti padà sí 11 pé ẹ wo bí 11 lọ́mọ yẹn jọ̀.
ẹ mọ bàbá ní bàbá ó ti sú bàbá yẹn náà ẹni
àwọn dókítà náà lè ti sọ pé Mohbad o òkú lọ gbé lọ́dọ̀ àwọn òkú lẹ́lẹ́jà àtà lọ gbé lọ́dọ̀ àwọn rigomotis setting that is to say aláyé ti gan pa for a day before.
wọ́n tún pa ọ́ fún bàbá ọmọ gan wọ́n tún pa ọ́ fún bàbá oníbàbá ni.
kà tó lè mọ̀ bóyá rọ́ ni àbábà tẹ̀lé pull out ni o àbí nǹkan kan a máa mọ̀ later a máa wòrán bó ṣe ń lọ bọ̀.
wípé ẹ̀yin ṣì ń rò pé bóyá bàbá gan mọ̀ ń pa ẹ̀.
bàbá ó lè má mọ̀ nǹkan tó pa ọmọ yẹn o but gbogbo pákéjì tó pákéjì wọ́n fi lọ sin òkú yẹn àjọmọ̀ gbogbo wọn kò sẹ́ni tó lè débi sọ. ọjọ́ wà lórí idán yẹn ọjọ́ agree bàbá náà ògbó ẹni bọ̀.
mi fẹ́ bìlíìfù ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ mọ̀ lórí lọ́ọ̀fù tí bàbá ẹ̀ ní sọmọ ẹ̀ bọ̀ èmi.
Primeboy the kókó bẹ̀ ni pé tó bá jẹ́ pé bàbá wọlé bó ṣe sọ pé àwọn rí ẹ̀jẹ̀ wọ́n dẹ̀ ní nọ́ọ̀sì ló ṣe kí ni ló gún ọmọ pa ṣé wọ́n pé bàbá ń jẹ́ kó yà wá pé gbogbo 4 months àbí 3 months plus tẹ́jọ́ wà ní sẹ́ẹ̀lì àwọn ò tiẹ̀ ní tírẹ́sì wọn ò lọ wo nọ́ọ̀sì rárá nọ́ọ̀sì rẹ̀ ló lọ́gọ́ wọn yín pa o mọ́rú fíìmù yẹn o tí gẹ̀ẹ́tì mi so tínú bá bí yín pé ńgbà tọmọ kú ẹ lọ sí police station wọn ò dá yín lò ẹ wá ok ó wá di bí ọ̀sẹ̀ kan after public pariwo ọlọ́kọ̀ wa ló yẹ máa bọ̀ ẹ wá kọ report ẹ wá kọ complain yín káwọn lè mọ báwọn ṣe máa tẹ wẹ́rìtì lójú wọ́n wá gba statement lẹ́nu yín kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ọmọ mi kú mo débẹ̀ ẹ̀ ń bá ọmọ ẹ̀ mo bá lábẹ́ staircase wọ́n ní nọ́ọ̀sì lógun pa ọlọ́pàá wa lọ ń bọ́dí nọ́ọ̀sì wọ́n wá mú nọ́ọ̀sì lẹ̀ àjàǹsẹ̀ yìí jọ gbogbo oṣù mẹ́ta tí nọ́ọ̀sì fi wà bẹ̀ ṣó possible kọ́ má pe complainant.
nọ́ọ̀sì olóṣù mẹ́ta o nọ́ọ̀sì ló bí 6 months àbí 5 months o.
ó tún lò jẹ́ yín lọ àbí.
ó lò jù wá lọ ọ̀gá wa ni.
can you imagine so now wàá make jọ bàbá ọlọ́mọ jẹ́ kárí lọ́kàn ga èèyàn nílùú kú ọmọ o wọ́n wá ní nọ́ọ̀sì kan ló gún ọmọ mi pa tí mo wá délé ńjọ́ yẹn because calculation lélẹ́yìí o Primeboy èmi is very tactical hospital parents yẹn ní 4:30 làwọn declare Mohbad pópá yìí now wá wo kọ́ tó fún wọn ní doctor's report torí wọn ò nígbà kan gbé kúrò wọ́n máa fún wọn ní doctor's report kọ́ tó kọ doctor report yẹn a máa wọ bí 5 o'clock kọ́ tó wá package òkú sínú mọ́tò kọ́ tó fèsì orchid wo láti parents yẹn sí orchid pẹ̀lú closing hour tó jẹ́ níjọ́ Tuesday tó pé kọ́ tó délé a máa wọ bí 6:37 àwọn dẹ̀ jẹ́ kó yá pé Mohbad ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kú ni níbi 4:30 yẹn àwọn pé ó ṣẹ̀kú bíi 3-4 láàrin gbogbo táìmù yẹn 7 o'clock lẹ délé so láàrin 7:30 sí 8:30 ẹ ti embalm tó yẹ kẹ́ máa gbé lọ sí mọ́ṣúárì o ti understand tó bá jẹ́ pé nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn nìkan lóòótọ́ ló pé nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn tó dẹ̀ pé lóòótọ́ irọ́ tó pa fún public àti ọlọ́pàá pé Primeboy àti nọ́ọ̀sì ni pé Primeboy bàjá nọ́ọ̀sì wàá gùn lábẹ́rẹ́ ṣùgbọ́n pé yẹn kò yẹ kó ní wọ́n lára àti lọ rìpọ́ọ̀tì fún police station.
kò jẹ́ kó ní wọ́n lára òkúta jẹ́ kí yẹn lè ra.
o ti ẹ̀ kọ́ mọ̀ sọ so the question now is this nítorí level wo lẹ ṣe wá wò sùsùn tẹ wá lọ gbókùn lọ lé padà.
ẹjọ́ ẹ dúró náà ẹjọ́ kí là ń kọ yẹn o ní ṣe stay together wọ́n máa ní ọmọ ìyá mi wo dẹ́nra wà mo ní family wo mi kàn lè fi family mi lẹ́ẹ̀sìn kí n kàn máa èmi gan ní squad mi èmi gan ní life tèmi láti live so I can't live my own life now and I should be living yours but anytime you need me call me mo máa dá ẹ lóhùn wàá rí mi bí afẹ́fẹ́ ni.
so ó yẹ ibi tẹ́mi tí wò pé bàbá yẹn bó ṣe wà yẹn level tẹ́mi ṣe lè wà pẹ̀lú bàbá unreasonably òun ni tí bàbá wọ́n ní ẹ délé ọmọ yín yẹ kó on the 12 ní script ọkọlẹ̀ àfi tí bàbá yẹn bá sọ pé on the 12 yẹn o lóòótọ́ làwọn dé bá nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn ní on the 11 torí wọ́n ti jẹ́ kó yá pé kò sí fíìmù kankan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́n the 11 ni Mohbad jọ̀n so tó bá yẹ pé 11 yẹn náà ni wọ́n pe nọ́ọ̀sì wọlé tó dẹ̀ ti wá tí bàbá fojú rí but 12 yẹn kò sí ohun tó ń jẹ́ pé nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn àwọn dá dúró pé ọ̀gbẹ́ni wá script tó máa kọ lélẹ̀ pàtó ti parí script yẹn tán tó ti ṣe wẹ̀ làwọn ní kí nọ́ọ̀sì máa lọlé because kò make any sense kò yẹ bàbá how the nurse will voluntarily go home ogun ọmọ mi lábẹ́rẹ́ o treat Mohbad rí ìyàwó ò rí ẹ rí àbúrò ò rí ẹ rí the little time tó fi ní contact pẹ̀lú ọmọ yẹn ni pé o wá láti tó kò gun lábẹ́rẹ́ kan abẹ́rẹ́ táwọn ọgọ́ òun ọmọ nílẹ̀ wọ́n mọ ohun tó kó ó yẹ ẹni yẹn dẹ̀ kú ó dẹ̀ lọ ó wá lọ léńjọ́ yẹn èèyàn náà lè gun ajá mi lábẹ́rẹ́ tí mi ò treat ẹ̀ rí abẹ́rẹ́ tó ti ń gbà tẹ́lẹ̀ àbí tó ti wà tó ti ń ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ ó kọ̀ déédéé ó kọ̀ gun ó wá kú ó tún wá jẹ́ star boy you don't understand.
olùjẹ́ ògo ìpàdìpàtẹ̀ jákèjádé ilé kan.
ṣáwọn òbí tí gẹ̀yẹ̀ gan lọ bá lẹ́jọ́ yẹn sọ fún pé ó dẹ̀ kúrò ń bẹ̀. o ti understand so gbogbo fọ́mátì yẹn lọ sọ pé ṣé o tẹ́lẹ̀ ká máa accept fún ilé lè.
Mr. Yomi ó ní bọ̀bọ̀ kan ní TikTok bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn nájà ẹ máa mọ bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn jákèjádé ẹ wá ibò yẹn máa pọ́n ajá ìlú ajá nìyẹn o ló jẹ́ kó ṣe o ẹ wá ní odindin ọmọ odindin ògbó ẹ wá ní ìdí lẹ́yìn ọgbà ọdẹ èṣù.
nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn kò hàn rírí o wùmí yẹn ò rírí o eléyìí tún máa mú fọ́mátì lẹ̀ ó ní nọ́ọ̀sì tó wọn ò rírí tọkọ òun dẹ̀ need medical urgent medical attention ó dé ìwọ lọ ń dáná ta ló máa kọ́ dúró tí wọ́kọ ẹ pé jẹ́ ìwọ nǹkan tí nọ́ọ̀sì tiẹ̀ fẹ́ ṣe títí tó máa fi parí pé oh thank you tí nọ́ọ̀sì bá lọ ló máa lóṣù rẹ̀ lọ dáná irú lọ́ọ̀bù wo ni ẹni tó ò rírí ó fẹ́ á treat ọkọ ẹ kò sí ìyẹn lẹ́bù yẹn olóòlọ́ dáná òun ṣe jọ̀lọ́ gbogbo rúrọ́ burúkú yẹn ti pọ̀ jù náà.
no oríṣiríṣi oúnjẹ ló náà ti ṣe ó ṣe jọ̀lọ́ ó ṣe fàájà bí ó ń dómì bí ó ń dín ṣíkìn àbí kí ló náà ń ṣe ó ṣàṣọ oríṣiríṣi bí ó dín oríṣiríṣi ni ẹ̀hún pé ojú àlà ọmọ yẹn sí.
ọmọ tèmi tẹ̀lé ti pé àní kò tiẹ̀ bọ́ta kò sí tó bọ́ta sọ pé driver yẹn parọ́ and the question now is this is the driver lying or not.
Driver yẹn sìn I don't even know ṣe ti gbọ́hùn driver yẹn lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta yìí ṣá.
wọ́n lè jọ kò sí kò tó fẹ́ ṣe fún un.
no kò ń yẹ pé at least you should be talking to him mo kí ẹ̀kọ́ bá ń gbọ́ if they like they should me ò tẹ́ kí ẹ̀wọ̀n tẹ́ èmi I don't even have any problem with you guys my own problem is that you are scared of me bringing my problem up because my problem will affect you mi lè pa ọ́ fún ọ̀hún yẹn òun ni first person tó kọ́kọ́ lọ parọ́ fún mi lọ́nà ló lọ pa ọmọ mi lọ́nà. calm guy ní gbogbo wájà lóyún bí ẹ̀yin lọ́nà
ẹni yẹn ló máa kọ́kọ́ bù so tó bá fẹ́ ṣe.
Understand but torí pé èèyàn tèmi jẹ́ yẹn mọ̀ number one I was so shocked ní pé irú kan báyìí lè drag mi ní pé kí ni sọmọ ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ẹ̀rín láyé mi kí ni mo ṣe èmi ọmọ ọlọ́mọ àwọn ilé wọn like mi rárá and we smile together àjọ máa jọ rẹ́rìn àjọ máa jẹun àjọ máa ṣeré àjọ máa gbọ́ ọmọ máa gbélé máa ṣeré I showed you true love.
kíkiri yẹn lórí anybody tó rí ni anybody lọ́kàn sílé lórí ni kò tí yẹ.
ó dẹ̀ mọ mi àwa la train ọkọ tó fẹ́ àwa la train ẹni tó bá pàdé ọ mọ̀ pé lábẹ́ mi ló ti wá di abẹ́ mi ló ti ń jẹ́ abẹ́ mi ló wà nígbà tó mú kúrò ó mú kúrò lábẹ́ mi ni you understand ni bí kò mú kan kúrò lábẹ́ kó wá lọ máa mature.
àdúgbò fíìmù òru yẹn sẹ́ n tó mú tó ti lè sọmọ́rọ̀ yẹn is enough for you to go to court but now for 5 months I was there why did you conceal this information ipe Mohbad ń bleed láti mẹ́ta òru káwọn ọlọ́pàá wá wò pé kí ló fa bleeding àwọn tó jáde lọ ń bo lọ lọ clinic ibo lọ lọ pharmacy ibo lọ lọ lóru kí lọ lọ ṣe lóru yẹn ibi tó yẹ ìmà dúró lé lórí nìyẹn pé àwọn tó jáde yẹn ó ti ọkọ fẹ́ mọ̀ wọ́n tó bá jẹ́ náà àwọn mẹ́ta yẹn tẹjọ wà ní tẹjọ lọ show ní pé jẹ́ ẹ wo statement tí wọ́n kọ́ ìwọ tó jáde pẹ̀lú wọn tó náwó kó olùjáde tẹ gbé mọ́tò lóru kí ló tó kọ́ sí pé Mohbad bleed lágbo mẹ́ta òru so ṣé wọn náà pẹ́ lára wọn tó sọ pé Primeboy ló bá jà irú ẹni yẹn lásán máa bú so ni ó ti parọ́ because ó ti kọ́ sínú statement iṣẹ́ tó wà lẹ́nu yẹn tó wá fẹ́ mọ̀ pé
wọ́n kàn lọ́wọ́ CTC ẹnu wa lọ́wọ́
no títí ọlọ́pàá ló máa kọ́ tẹ̀lé tí CTC corona ni.
pé bí mo sú ọlọ́pàá kan tó ń pè Mohammed yẹn ó ń sá kiri.
tó bá fẹ́ sùn wàá sùn òní sùn ọlọ́pàá tó bá dá sùn òun ò lè gẹ lọ ó bá sùn commissioner àbí IG àti Nigerian Police Commission wàá wá fi òun ṣe iṣẹ́ ẹ̀rọ wá lòun.
ní mo sọ ká tún máa mú kíkan
ó ti yẹ.
tí ajá bá lẹ́ni lẹ́yìn wọn pọ̀ bọ̀ ẹ mọ́ ní igi ẹyin gan bẹ́ẹ̀ wá yí gan kò jẹ́ gan gbogbo àwọn kìíní all you need is my signature and go ahead you are capable of doing it.
ọlọ́run jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ọmọ tí ń sọ fún ẹ sí. torí irú àwọn yẹn statement ọkọ̀ fọlọ́pàá máa fẹ́ káwọ́ sókè pé àwọn ilé ìlú rojọ́ pa ẹ o òun ṣàwọn làwọn kọ́ dìde wá bú ẹ so.
tó bá jẹ́ ti mímú wọ́n ń tọrọ wọn ni wọn ò lè rí mímú.
mú ẹ kẹ.
ó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n fẹ́ gbéyàn ṣubú ni ó dẹ̀yìn gbín ìyẹn wọ́n kàn ń tọrọ wọn ni gbogbo kàtọ́ bá ṣe orí wọn ló máa dà sí. èmi mú ìwà yìí gbọ́ngbọ́n ìlòkè ní àdàbí tí wọ́n ṣe bí sọ́mọlà kejì ní mi tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ròbí bí wọ́n wà yìí mo ń live life mi I don't want stress. All I need in my life is just to make my family happy, to make people around me happy, and make
yourself happy.
What and myself happy most. And people you there was me, uncle was. This is this.
Gbogbo ìtọ́ yọ tẹ́lẹ̀ yẹn so gbogbo ìtọ́ yọ tẹ́lẹ̀ yẹn kọ́ ni justice for Mohbad jury for Mohbad làwọn kọ́ ṣe lọ yẹn justice for Mohbad ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní 3rd of December àdẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń torí bọ̀bọ̀ báyìí ni ó ṣe máa lójú ẹni tó máa bù sọ máa bù so gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì dẹ̀ ti ṣe dáadáa níwọ̀n bá díẹ̀ Lagos State ti kọ́kọ́ wọ báyìí pé ẹja dó sáàrin.
àwọn gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì yẹn náà try àwọn people yẹn ń dorí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì náà rò so we need people that are capable some specialists tó bad tó mental.
wọ́n bá wo náà bá gbogbo àná náà ti rí fíìmù ta tó ń gbà yẹn sẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n mọ̀ pé tí kinní yẹn bá lọ jábọ́ ó máa fa àṣírí hàn pé gbogbo àwọn táwọn bù sólẹ̀ ó yẹ on DPP advice ọ̀ṣẹ́ máa yí àwọn wọ́n ṣe yọ àwọn yìí kúrò pé ẹjọ́ níbo ló ti kan ọrú ẹ̀yìn níbo ló ti kó kan yín rárá sẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn tó wà nù fíìmù yẹn ó ti rí testimony kò make sense bàbá nígbà tí driver bá sọ ọdún nǹkan gbẹ̀yìn sí ọlọ́pàá.
oríṣiríṣi nǹkan ló ti sọ Mr. Yomi mi lè fún yín lófo different fucking things ló ti sọ àwọn people yìí wọn gbọ́ anything wọ́n ti sọ many things tó yẹ pé ìyá ti sọ kan ọ̀tọ̀ bàbá ti sọ kan ọ̀tọ̀ àbúrò ọkọ.
kéèsì yẹn ò tí ì bẹ̀rẹ̀ dáadáa ni wọ́n ti call fún case file kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé ta ló testify against wọ lọ́ọ̀yà tí ẹ máa fẹ́ rí statement ẹni tó sọ pé Primeboy ni tó bá fi wá wò tẹ́ni ẹ bá pẹ̀ lára àwọn tó jáde lóru wọ́n ti jẹ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ gbèsè question tó máa bèrè lọ́wọ́ DPP tó máa ti sue DPP ni pé ẹ̀yin lọ́ọ̀yà tẹ wá advice pé èmi Primeboy yìí o tó dá mi dúró tó bù mí sólẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ ọ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ sọ pé òun ní kéèsì ni o ṣọ́gẹ́tì ni òun ní pé ṣé ẹ rí gbogbo statement ẹni láti ilẹ̀ nígbà tí driver tó gbé wọn lọ tó wà lẹ́nu ọ̀nà àti mopo lẹ́nu ọ̀nà tó dúró tó ní anybody ò jáde àwọn délé kò sọ̀rọ̀ pa pé èèyàn bleed tó fi wọlé.
ṣé Mr. Yomi kẹ́jẹ́ ń sọ kan fún mi the DPP really tried for me because they investigated the case and they see this guy wọ́n tún kọ́ sínú kíni wọ́n pé èmi ló jẹ́ kí n sue pé family Mohbad ló yẹ kó compensate me because.
ẹ̀hún náà ni mò ń sọ sẹ́ẹ̀ ibi tí òun sọ pé gbà tó ti advice tó ti yọwọ́ kúrò ló máa ti wò ó pé well good bọ́lá pé torí pé tó dúró dè ní pé wọ́n dúró for that long do you understand for that long kó tó ṣe sọ pé wọ́n clear orúkọ ẹ̀ òun ló fi dá pé bẹ́ẹ̀lì máa ń da ká ní wọ́n lọ fún ẹ̀bẹ̀ kó jẹ́ pé ọ̀tá ẹ̀ wà ní detention for that long kí làbá máa sọ so BDPP ṣe wò báyìí pé ẹ wo case file tọ́lọ́pàá gbé wá fún wa gbogbo àwọn ta tí mopo ta kó tó wà nílé ẹ wo nǹkan tó sọ ẹ wo nǹkan tí driver wá sọ driver ò mọ àwọn ilé rí so alábàáyé wà fún driver láti sọ pé kí ni fẹ́ parọ́ fún adéwájú ilé wọn fọ́ gíláàsì mọ́tò mo dẹ̀ dúró mo wà lẹ́nu ọ̀nà pé òkè o anybody tó fẹ́ jáde ẹ máa fẹ́ mi lówó tèmi mo dẹ̀ dúró gẹ́gẹ́ wọ́n dẹ̀ lágo mẹ́ta kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ wọ́n ní kí wọ́n gbá wọn lọ bìkan kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹni táwọn oníkó wa gbé lọ dájúdájú ẹni yóò bleed táwọn fi wọlé lẹ́sẹ̀ lè rush wá fún òun ní information kó ń bleed ó mọ̀ pé òun ló gbé Mohbad wọlé so bleeding tí wọ́n sọ pé ìwọ ọ̀tá ẹ̀ ló kọ̀ sí ẹ̀ yẹn aláyé yẹn mọ̀ pé kò bleed torí ó mọ̀ pé ẹni tí ò bleed ló ń gbé wọlé òun lọ́sẹ̀ lè rush jáde tó fún wá fún òun ní new information pé ẹni ẹ̀ bleed tóun dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé òun ti wọ́n nu wọn pé ẹ má lọ jánu létẹ̀ lọ yẹn o so ó ti mọ ibi tí bleeding ti wá pé àwọn wèrè tó lọ jà yìí tí mo ní kó má jà lọ́lọ́ jánu lé tó fi lead sí bleeding because àwọn ẹni tí mo fún warning ìkọ́nu wọn ló padà sí kíni òun náà ló ń bleed so kò ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ọ̀ rárá ibẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti wọ́n báyìí pé ẹ má wàhálà máa ṣẹlẹ̀ tí level bá jáde wọ́n máa bu tàbá lọ sọ pé Primeboy ni pẹ̀lú statement driver yìí gbẹ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ máa pinnu so now the question now is this tí wọ́n bá ti béèrè pé ẹ fẹ́ mi ní case file mo fẹ́ wọ ẹni tó sọ pé èmi ni tẹ́fí bu èmi so as prime suspect because ẹ lè rí testimony driver yẹn kẹtù máa sọ pé mi ni prime suspect ta ló fún yín ní information tí ọlọ́pàá fi wá lórí pé wọ́n fi pè mí ní prime suspect ọba sọ pé wọ́n nídìí mi ó yàtọ̀ but commissioner fún rẹ̀ ló sọ pé lọ́wọ́ yìí ó bá yẹ sọ lọ́yìí o lórí spiritual avenues the prime suspect is owódùn ní kìnnìkan lórí level yẹn pé ẹ sì sà báwo ló ṣe jẹ́ mi àwọn ọ́fíìsà yìí tó investigate mo fẹ́ mọ̀ wọ́n torí pé kò sí bleeding tó fi délé torí bleeding tó sọ yẹn ó kọ́kọ́ strange sí driver tó já Mohbad lẹ̀ torí kò gbé ẹni tó ń bleed lẹ̀ ó ní òun tún sọ fún wọn ẹ má lọ jánu lé wọn ò lè máa bleed kó ló máa fún wọn ní Mohbad ò lè máa bleed kó wá rush jáde padà wá kó máa strange sí pé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ kọ́ ní Mohbad ń bleed kò sí epo ń bì rárá wọn lọ ṣe sàyè ṣe mọ́tò Mohbad wọ́n fi lọ now if that is the story láàrin mi àti ẹ kí ló dé tíyàwó àtàdúrà kí ló dé tí wọn sọ̀rọ̀ ń pa ẹ̀ and if they have told the police truly that means pé ọ̀tọ̀ ni fáìlì tó wà wájú gọ́vnà lórí kéèsì Mohbad ọ̀tọ̀ ni fáìlì tí wọ́n fi ṣe kéèsì tó fi arrest everybody orí level yẹn lásán everybody gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe kíni wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ bó ṣe lọ that is where injustice has come to play so the ship of injustice ó ti ń gbórí lọ́bù míì wọ́n ti ń dá padà tó gbogbo agídí dáhùn fi dá padà ń sìn kò ń ṣojú lásán no be small no be child's play no be child's play to redirect the ship of injustice kó wá face ibi tí justice wà so at the end of the day gbogbo rọ pé àwọn kan wá láti external àwọn kan ló ṣe kíní kan táwọn external bá wà involve ní táìmù yẹn èmi ò lè sọ last joker ó ń bọ̀ ó dẹ̀ máa jáde very soon by the special grace of God.
Inshallah.
ó yẹ then 3 seconds tí wọ́n wá jù sẹ́mi àti confession èmi ti di complainant báyìí wọn ò lè yọ èmi kúrò ní kéèsì yẹn Mohbad ti mọ̀ pé ẹ ṣáà wo aláyé ìwọ̀ àjùmọ̀ àwòrán wa pápá títí level máa fi jáde ni torí tó bá yẹ pé kò sí pé wọ́n involve èmi by now end of justice for Mohbad òun là ń wò ibi tó fẹ́ gbégbá lọ sí gbégbá yẹn script yẹn ó ti complete.
It was when you came out then kick the justice for Mohbad that was when all this confusion started all this war all these interviews all these suing ìnira gbàkan à ń lọ court ìnìkan àdúrà sáré orí òkè yá.
ọ̀rọ̀ ló fà á tí bíbí sáré yọ pátá wọn kúrò mẹ́ẹ̀ tọ́sáré yọ búráwọ̀ pé.
a lot of things started happening because they see people turning up for the justice so we should not.
ọmọ kébì òkè máyọ̀ sí nìrọ̀ òótọ́ lè máa jà fún wọ́n ti máa sọ fún wọn pé wèrè tẹ́lọ tó lọ dá sí kéèsì wàhálà ti ṣẹlẹ̀ èmi ò ń gba owó burúkú ní ayé mi èmi ò ń gbàgbé tẹ́lẹ̀ I stand by the truth and I stand by of course justice so inú mi dẹ́kọ̀ dùn pé wọ́n ti ẹ̀kọ́ yọrú ẹ̀yìn kúrò yẹn so bí ẹ̀yìn ṣe yọ kúrò yẹn particularly ìwọ in particular.
Mr. Yokomo kan àní mo lọ sí péjì àwọn ọlọ́pàá ẹ̀sẹ̀ mo lọ down to 2023 mo yí orúkọ mi as wanted wọ́n lè post ẹ̀ síbẹ̀ this is what I want to fight for now nǹkan tó ń bí mi.
ìbánikọ́ yọ kúrò ni.
mo wọn lè fẹ́ yọ àwọn ibu yẹn I don't even know why wọ́n ti hó tán lẹ̀ wọ́n lẹ́yìn sọ fún wa.
Then
why is it like that.
Were you invited at any point in time?
I was never invited, never for once invited then.
No,
but you should know the police.
Ṣé wọ́n pa fóònù ẹ̀ ń tàmì rárá?
fóònù tèmi fóònù Primeboy máa kú kè èmi tẹ́kẹ́ fóònù mi báyìí always on ni mò ń retí kọ́là láàánú lójoojúmọ́ ni òun ni mo lọ rí orúkọ mi wọ́n ń tẹ̀lé orúkọ bá.
Okay, let me ask. I want you to be honest with me. Táìmù yẹn tí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ṣẹlẹ̀ yẹn má parọ́ ṣo sákúrò lé.
sákúrò lé báwo ṣe bíjọ́ kejì lọ post mi wọ́n tẹ ọjọ́ kejì mo tọ́nu ra mi yìí.
No, ọjọ́ kejì kọ́ mo ní àti bẹ̀rẹ̀ tó sọ pé Mohbad ti kú yẹn. Tó ti kú.
inú húdù mi la wà lókè lẹ́tù inú húdù mi la wà.
O sunlé àbí.
mo ń sunlé mo wà ń lè mi
àsọmọ gbòòrò wọgán lè kọ́kọ́ máa wáyé pé o ti ń gbọ́
èmi kò ń ṣèmi nìkan gan mo wà èmi àtàwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mi kò ń ṣe àwọn tó pé àjọ lọ ṣó tó mọ̀ pé àjọ wà lọ́jọ́ yẹn throughout àwọn àbúrò mi àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ àpọ̀ we are just everybody kókó ń jà wá lẹ́nu ni a kàn ń try láti figure out what really happen. So ìsúnlé bá wà ní húdù àtàkàn ń sun táyà lójoojúmọ́ táwọn èèyàn gbà yẹn làwọn húdù mi pariwo lóbi Primeboy kí mo bá àdó táwọn yẹn kan tún ṣe carnival lọ tó nìkan.
Primeboy worú ọ̀rọ̀ tí ọmọ ẹ̀lẹ́ yẹn sọ interview tó ṣe pẹ̀lú ṣúdè yẹn ó ní ṣé o gbọ́dọ̀ mi ó nígbà tí ọ̀rọ̀ tí nípo ti ń lójú bọ̀ ó ní bàbá ọkọ òun ó ní ó pe ìyá ọkọ òun ó níbẹ̀ ló ti wá ń sọ fún ìyá ọkọ wá sọ pé toxicology tó lọ́fẹ́ ṣe pé ó má lè jáde kó sọ pé Mohbad poison ló pa Mohbad o wípé àdúrà dẹ̀ ló ṣe oúnjẹ tí wọ́n ṣe last ó ní bàbá Mohbad yẹn wá sọ fún ìyá Mohbad pé tó bá jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o kóun máa bọ̀ káwọn lè ṣe kí ni káwọn ọmọ yìí máa yí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn lórí Wùnmí yẹn ó dẹ̀ lóhùn evidence yẹn lọ́wọ́ kí ló rí sí gbogbo fíìmù ọrú àwọn spiritual avenues yẹn.
Ta ló tún sọ ilé ìtẹ̀sọ̀ kò yé mi.
Sọ ò gbọ́ owó yẹn ni ṣé wá fídíò ẹ̀já Wùnmí interview tó ṣe pẹ̀lú ṣúdè first interview ó wá ń sọ síbẹ̀ pé àní lórí fíìmù tẹ̀sán yẹn wípé àwọn comment section wọ́n lè testify sí bóyá mo parọ́ nàbó òótọ́ ni mo sọ ó wá ní pé gbà tí òun wà ní ọ̀dọ̀ ìyá Mohbad pé ọ̀hún àti bàbá Mohbad ń sọ̀rọ̀ ó ní bọ̀ ó lọ ní pé kóun record òun evidence ó ní ìyá Mohbad wá ń sọ fún bàbá Mohbad pé ó ṣeé ṣe kó jẹ́ pé poison lọ́mọ ló pa Mohbad o pé tó bá dẹ̀ pé poison ni àdúrà ló ṣe oúnjẹ tí Mohbad jẹ last wípé bàbá yẹn wá ní pé tó bá jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ o ọlọ́mọ yẹn kóun pàdánù ọmọ ìkejì o kí ìyá yẹn máa bọ̀ káwọn bàbá yìí máa package gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn kọ́ dálé òun Wùnmí lórí kóun dẹ̀ ní evidence lọ́wọ́ tí máa ń parọ́ kan já mi ní comment section wàbíláì àwọn tó lè yẹn tẹ mo lè wá fídíò yẹn kọ jáde gan kí n tẹ.
oríṣiríṣi ti ṣe inú náà nù.
You understand? ó ti yẹ kọ́ bó sọ. All it is true.
That's not the story.
What's the story?
What's the story wèrè ó dẹ̀ compose ẹ̀ sí comment kò sí wọn.
jẹ́ wá fídíò yẹn jáde fún ẹ kó gbọ́ interview yẹn wọ́n ní very correct èmi tẹ̀fẹ́ wá fídíò yẹn kò ń ṣèkọ́ tó le tó ti yẹ so wá worú ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn bàbá dákẹ́ gbogbo ọ̀dẹ̀ dákẹ́ lórí ẹ̀ fẹ́ gbé jáde ni o. Bọ̀lẹ́ntì yẹn sọ pé it's true.
báwo ló tún ṣọ́ọ̀tì láìfù bọ̀bọ̀ ohun flewless yẹn èèyàn mú yẹn àbí kí ló pe ra yẹn ó ti yẹ kó wá ń screenshot picture bí wà mí wo profile yẹn ó wà ń pọ̀.
tó bá jẹ́ pé lóòótọ́ ni ó ṣẹlẹ̀ kí ló tí Wùnmí ò petition pé bàbá yìí fẹ́ parọ́ pé òun lòún pa Mohbad mọ́ kí ló tí ò petition tó bá yẹ pé irọ́ ni Wùnmí pa mọ́ bàbá yẹn kí ló tí bàbá ò petition wípé evidence tó náà ní lọ́wọ́ yẹn tóun ti sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ pé kọ́ parọ́ mọ́ ẹ òun tiẹ̀ fẹ́ gbọ́ ibi tí wọ́n ti sọ fóun pé poison ó láìpẹ́ pé poison ló wá pa Mohbad o tó bá yẹ kóun tiẹ̀ gbọ́ kí ló tí táwọn méjì jọ dákẹ́ lórí ibẹ̀ yẹn. wọ́n dẹ̀ fi ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń ṣe ọmọ ọlọ́mọ tí wò ó dáná fún Mohbad tó ṣe kọ́kọ́ gbogbo picture tó ṣe wá ń jáde ohun tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ mọ̀ ní pé it takes a whole lot. Ẹ kò máa wọ pé ọdún kan àtàbọ̀ n tí gbogbo family méjèèjì ti ṣe in conjunction tó ti lọ sin boy yẹn tó dẹ̀ ti kọ script tó máa gbé fún public tó dẹ̀ di pé ó ń béèrè fún justice wọ́n rí pé wọ́n ní evidence kankan lọ́wọ́.
But Mr. Yomi, has Mohbad been buried?
According to what we know, he has not been buried. According to, and the question ni pé àwọn olóòtú ẹ̀ nílẹ̀ láti lọ sí báwo ló yẹ fẹ́ sí Mohbad ṣé bàbá fẹ́ trust ìdàrúṣà yẹn ti lọ ṣáàdúrà lọ fẹ́ sọ kó lọ sí Mohbad ni ṣé blessing tọ́nú ń jù kan sójú olórí kí ló fẹ́ jù ègé nísìn ṣé pátá ló máa lóhùn tó fẹ́ jù ègé kí ló fẹ́ jù tọ́ so at the end of it ṣó ní moral right ṣé blessing yẹn tó bá tiẹ̀ lè lọ bẹ̀ mọ́ again ṣé Wùmí yẹn gan-an lè lọ bẹ̀ ṣó ní moral right láti lọ sí Mohbad so kí lè kọ́ real life bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn débi pé even the real burial tó máa deserve sí only the public nìkan ló lè lọ sí Mohbad pẹ̀lú inú mímọ́ àtàyà funfun so nísìnyí ìdí tí wọ́n ṣe ń lọ́tì kọ̀ nìyẹn pé ta la fẹ́ rán lọ kó lọ sí àfi tó bá yẹ pé stranger lọ́mọ ní ẹ ṣáà lọ bù mọ́lẹ̀ bí kan at the end of the day everybody were there bàbá ti fi orúkọ Mohbad ó ní láìpẹ́ ó ti bẹ́tà lẹ́yìn Mohbad ó ti gba mọ́tò ìyá náà ti gba mọ́tò gbogbo Mohbad àdúrà náà ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí kọrin question tá a máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé ta ló ń sponsor orin àdúrà ta ló ń ba syndicate yẹn o tí kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ mọ̀ sọ ta ló ń bọ̀ ló ti rí owó tó ń ṣe fídíò tó ń ṣe.
Ṣàṣọ ṣe fídíò ni.
ó ti ṣe fídíò ó rí fídíò ẹ̀ níta ni wọ́n ti bá pé òun náà ti lọ fi style ṣe media tour. ó gbọ́dọ̀ fílẹ̀ nítorí pé ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀ ṣì ni Mohbad má sọ pé toró kú ọlọ́run ẹ̀ ti kó wọ yọ. I am saying a friend will stand to the end torí pé wọ́n ti kọ́ ẹ wọnú kéèsì yẹn iye ọlọ́run ẹ̀ ti yọ ẹ but ó tún gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe kí ni you don't have to ìyẹn náà palaba ń pa àwọn palaba àìsàn yẹn ni tó ti ẹ̀kọ́ mọ̀ sọ ìwọ ni family ẹ̀ àwa táwa ní industry àwa ni family Mohbad we must not let him down and we are not going to let him down and we are very close baba tí máa sọ fún ẹ pé we are very close mo mọ tí mo sọ ọlá pé close yẹn ẹni tó máa pull out n ta fẹ́ pull out ó gba bàbá serious strategy and kéèyàn má kọ́ lọ pull out sọ́wọ́ kó má lọ bọ́ sẹ́ńtì so ti yẹ level yẹn ò síbi tó lè wọ̀ ọ́ máa gbó ogun ọ jáde all of them ọ máa jáde because when we get to that stage everybody must come out and we must fight and demand that true justice must be served. ẹ fẹ́ wá tọ́jú ọmọ ilẹ̀ yẹn ni o.
ọmọ yẹn mo kọ́ tọ́mọ yẹn ti fojú yàn rí mi èmi tẹ́ pé ò dé lọ pa ọmọ mi èmi tẹ́ pé life mi is so peaceful and it is very cool and sweet tí wọ́n á jayé mi ní mẹ́lọmẹ́lọ ó dé rọra lọ falling ó dé lọ ń wá èmi àtọ̀rẹ́ mi ta á ń live life for ọmọ ọlọ́mọ ń sọ fún mi pé òun fẹ́ ra vela ni ó lóun fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan ńlá ló máa ń sọ fún mi inú mi máa ń dùn ní a fẹ́ ya fídíò official video orin wa àwọn ilé ẹ̀rọ fọ́ọ̀lì a ní ọkọ̀ lọ gbọ́ story bá story kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ come down from my car àfi ló ṣẹlẹ̀ wúwo àwọn tó lè lé ibà ẹ̀ ìwà ẹ̀ strange gan sẹ́ẹ̀. mi ò ní power kí ni mo ní ṣé mo fẹ́ bá àwọn ṣé mo fẹ́ máa jà ní mi ò lọ I don't fight if you know me very well you know I don't fight not even in public ni gbogbo ibẹ̀rẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ pọ̀ sí yẹn.
What I've been saying, you know deep down that you maltreated my husband. It has really gotten to a point that it's either I speak up or I die inside. Come for me.
So tí wọ́n mẹ́ kó débi àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ yẹn ni o.
And
So he had already started talking about the DNA.
DNA, yes, that was when I called him.
Right, that's when you now called him.
Yes. So he made me understand that why do I have to take Liam to my mother-in-law's place? Like, is it not the owner of his grandchild? Like, trying to make me feel like a bad person. But I understand where he was heading to. So I just had to apologize to him to make things, to make things calm. Then I asked him again, like, what happened? Why are you doing this to me? Then he responded by saying, he's sure that a lot of people would have called me to tell me what he wants. And truly, a lot of people called me. My dad, my mother-in-law, my husband's friend, and few people we have around literally called me to tell me what he wants. And he told my father whatever that belongs to my husband, I know that I have access to, I should make sure that I hand over everything to him, including the landed property, God for Liam. So I told him the same thing that he has been telling people, like, this is what these people are telling me. And I made him understand that, Daddy, you have, like, my husband got you 2 lands before his demise, one in Ekiti and one in Ikorodu. Like, why do you want to take the one that belongs to Liam?
Right.
Then he was like, I shouldn't question him, that is what he wants. Then I said, okay. Then he was like, what effort? He said it in Yoruba. I don't know if you understand Yoruba.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so he said, lawyer promise tí mo pè pé kó gbé kan kó fún mi ní nǹkan ọmọ mi tó bá mi sọ wípé ó bímọ ṣé ọmọ mi náà fẹ́ máa lẹ̀ fún mi ni. Like, I don't know if I can translate it in English. So he actually said, like, what effort does my lawyer?
Does your lawyer have?
My husband's lawyer has. He requested for his son's properties, and he was telling him that he has a son. So, like, who is his grandchild to start asking him to start dictating what he wants?
That's why you talk about the competition between
Exactly.
him and the grandchild.
Yeah.
So he said to his son's lawyer, who is the grandchild,
to
challenge him
exactly
on Mohbad's
my husband's property. Yeah. But, like, this is one thing that most people do not know, and I was not even given the chance to talk. So I was not given the chance to say my own side of the story. So, so as much as I feel like, some things need to be addressed, I still had the mindset that I don't know how people would react if I should talk, because without hearing anything from me, they've crucified me, they've said a lot of things about me. Yeah. So, that alone has, made me, like, my low self-esteem to be very, very low, because, I no longer have the audacity to at least speak on things that really matters. Yeah. So I think that is one thing that has been causing the whole issue. The fact that Liam is in the picture.
Right.
Yeah.
But this is his grandchild.
It sounds strange to me also. It will sound weird to say it, but I'm left with no choice. I just have to say it as it is. Yeah. Because it has really gotten to a point that it's either I speak up or I die in silence. Yeah, so I feel like me speaking up will be the right thing for me at this point.
The biggest thing that I think, based on what I've read, your father-in-law has, I think there are 2 things that I have heard. I don't know if they are from him. One is that he has questioned whether yourself and your husband were married. Yeah. And 2, he has questioned whether your husband is a father
of my child.
Yes.
Yeah.
On the first one, I know that as far back as 2003, if I remember correctly, a popular actress had gone online and confirmed that you guys were married,
Yeah.
What's the exact status of that marriage thing? Because I think that's the first thing that your father-in-law
spoke about. Yeah, it was a traditional marriage, like, right. Yeah.
Which is recognized under the law.
Of course it is.
Right. So it wasn't an introduction you did.
No, it wasn't. The funniest thing is that he was even the one that made that possible. I mean, my father-in-law.
How so?
That is the funniest thing, because left to me and my husband, we just wanted to live our life. Because we were young couples. Like, I was 23 when I got pregnant. Right. And so he was the one coming to us, because that man is actually my friend. Like, we were literally close.
Yes, I've seen some text messages.
We were very close. Like, he's like a father to me. That is one thing that the media did not get to know. He's like he was my friend in that marriage. So he was even the one that came to me to tell me that, I'm like, now that I'm pregnant, that we need to get things done. That if I was to be his daughter, he would never allow me to train my child in my husband's house, because he was not married, because he's not married to me. Like, he didn't, like, I was expecting him to talk about the paternity, like, ask me for the DNA, I'm your daughter-in-law. Never did. Even when I called him, what he was telling me was, why do I have to take Liam away from him?
So it's like he's punishing you for...
Yeah.
Is there nobody in the family that can call him
to order?
Yes.
He's the head of the family. I think he should be in his late 50s. So he's the head. So I don't think there should be anybody somewhere that would, because he knows what to do, he knows the right thing. But he's just using the DNA as a tool to punish me, to punish my son and I. Yeah.
When's the first time he asked for a DNA test in public?
So when the DNA negative came out, at first I didn't take it serious because I was like, who is this guy asking for the DNA of my child? Like, who is in the grand scheme of things? Like, this guy's nobody to us. Why is he asking for the
Who is the person that asked?
I don't want to mention his name.
Was this okay?
Like, social media.
Social media content creator.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Right.
Social media
I was like,
content
why is he asking for
creator.
the DNA of my child? So at first I didn't take him serious. Not until my father-in-law started talking about it. And I had to put a call through to him. I called him, I asked him again, like, Daddy, what really happened? Like, why are you doing this to Liam? And he kept on saying, why do I have to take him to my mother-in-law's place? Does it bear my mother-in-law's surname? Like, what effort do I have to take him to my mother-in-law's place and not his own house in Ikorodu? Is he not the owner of his grandchild? I still try to tell him, Daddy, I'm scared because you've been going out there to say different things about me. And you cannot keep doing this and expect me to bring Liam to you. And he was like, okay, it's a problem. And he hung up. I was expecting him to talk about the DNA, but he never did. So I think, the next day he went on live on TikTok, on Instagram live to talk about the DNA again. Like he tried talking about it like almost every day. So I think 3 days after I called him again. Like I wanted to ask him, like, what does he really want? Like I really want him to stop going out there, defame my baby. But he didn't pick up my calls. I called him repeatedly for like a week.
When you listen to Primeboy speak, I'm not saying people cannot be deceptive. I'm not saying that the narrative that was put out there that he had juju on him and that juju is what unalived Mohbad. That's the narrative Mohbad's mother kept repeating, and that is the narrative that that's what she claimed Adura told her. That Adura said that when he had a kind of altercation, a physical one with Primeboy, according to him, there is a way he felt. And to him, that's an indication that there's a kind of juju that Primeboy had on him. And that juju, you do not have to physically respond, assault, fight. Just stay cool. Whoever it is that attacks you, the person will get a feedback, such as an electric shock, or the person will feel sick, or whatever it is. Now, if Adura had that altercation and he did not buy, people are asking, why did the juju manifest more on Mohbad? Is it that the juju is selective? Well, you cannot prove juju in court. It is not admissible. As long as there is no video of physical evidence that show that this person touched this person and something happened to this person immediately and this person died. People have asked severally, how come there are no videos, like a kind of evidence that shows that there was a fight? And why is it that the videos that got released are less than 3 seconds, 4-second video? Mohbad is dead, and that's it. How come they are kind of so stingy with videos and whatever it is that will shed light, that will make us see? And how is it that Cynthia made sure that her face, her eyes, her presence was never... it is not a normal thing. She would have been the one on the forefront screaming and crying like, they have broken my teeth. They have destroyed my life. They have crushed me. They have broken me into pieces. They have made me this and that. That's a normal thing. That's basically the normal thing. Like, that's just it. That is the thing. But what happened? What happened? Cynthia is nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. Cynthia is nowhere to be found. Cynthia is nowhere to be found. Is it not strange? Cynthia is nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. Can you imagine? It's quite unfortunate. It is quite unfortunate. Well, it is what it is. I don't know what you guys think of this. For me, I am of the opinion that a lot of fishy things, and Mohbad is not here, so we cannot ask him to come defend himself, but we can at least draw one or two conclusion here and there, even though we can't put a stamp on it, that somehow he contributed to his own unalive being, there are certain things, and I don't, let us look at some of the things that he said. He had a little injury. That injury didn't require much, like hospital, like this. It felt like it's nothing. But from our investigation, that injury existed before he went to the show. He had that injury, and that injury could have come from altercation between Mohbad and Cynthia. That's the truth of it. That is just the gospel truth. An altercation already. An altercation between them. So the lies and the intrigues, and of course everyone wants to kind of escape. Everyone wants to kind of like pretend and act like they are not part of it. Like, I didn't do nothing. I did on my own. No, I didn't do that. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. It's basically, you know how it is. You know how these things are. Everyone wants to avoid being, but it is quite unfortunate that in all that we've said, and there are no visual evidence of anything, what was supposed to produce results is nowhere to be found. I don't know what your thoughts are. What do you think about this whole drama, this whole thing that is unfolding slowly, like, what do you think about it? Because there is more to what the eyes can see. Now, the part of Cynthia alleging, claiming, if that is her truth, I don't know. But what I do know is that both Mohbad's father, Mohbad's mother, and Cynthia, all of them, they have a lot to tell the world. Yes, they make up or made up stories here and there. The truth, the lies, the extras, they put it upon each other. Everyone saying whatever they wish to say. Everyone with their lies and whatever. It is what we are saying. Everybody's saying what everybody wants to say. Lies upon lies. Cynthia said, my father-in-law has been going around lying on top of me, lying on me, putting lies out there, throwing lies, that things that are not true, insincerity. This man is being kind of greedy. This man, the only problem he has is me. She's saying that Mohbad's father wants to simply inherit and nothing more. That Mohbad's father is only interested in what he can gain, what he can get, and nothing more. Mohbad's father wants to get this. Is the only threat. I'm the only threat. That little boy is the threat of Mohbad's father. It's as if he should collect the boy so that he can inherit everything. It's as if me that gave birth to the child, I'm nothing. This man knows that this child belongs to his son, but he wants to just make it appear like they want to just take the child so that they can, like, the child should be, that's basically what she's painting out. Now, that can only happen if there is no rule of law, and if, who you are dealing with is uneducated, or you are more powerful than that person. You can't just take a child and then expect that the money will be passed down to you guys, like she should just go, she has been used, she's a bad girl. Even if she's a bad girl, this has nothing to do with someone being a bad girl. If she's unfaithful to your son, it's got nothing to do with that. The most important is the DNA. Why is the DNA stalling? They said they need to get a certain permission from the court That foundation is going to aid them in getting authorization to do a tissue-based DNA test. Cynthia said she has been ready, prepared all this while. Yes, your preparation is fine. Also important is to have an unadulterated answer, result, test, not some kind of cooked up DNA test so that you guys can then continue to kind of run around, do your thing, pretend, and no. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. So, I don't know what your thoughts are, ladies and gentlemen. It's a serious matter. You heard what Cynthia said. She has poured out a lot. Mohbad's father is this. Mohbad's father is that. Mohbad's father is this. Mohbad's father is that. A lot of this and that. Mohbad's father to come out and say is this and that. Mohbad's father is channeling his accusation towards there is somebody that got you pregnant and owns the child. That person is this and that and that. And if you look at that child, this child is growing up to look like Mohbad's friend, the one that gave them the nurse's contact. I mean, you just take a look at that child. Take a look at that child. You see that child is looking like this guy spending. Oh my God, it's looking like spending. The child is looking like spending. This life is full of serious complex things. Welcome back. That was a lengthy one. You heard what Primeboy said. And woe betide Primeboy if he had gone with Mohbad home. Unless there was no fight. But let us say both of them had gone home. Primeboy said, if I had gone home with Mohbad, Mohbad would not have died. Mohbad would not have died. Nothing would have happened to Mohbad. Mohbad would have survived. Like, something would have helped him. But somehow it seems something had to happen to cause something to happen that will create some kind of chaos, like end Mohbad. That's basically what this is. Because look at the event so far. It's like signs here and there showing, pointing to what could happen to Mohbad. But somehow Mohbad was sold in, like he was just so much into this relationship with Cynthia that he could not process his thoughts. He didn't see himself as someone who could be without Cynthia in his life. He saw all the signs and what should be and what should not. Everything. He saw all of it. Yet, Mohbad continued this relationship. It continued. Now, the last moment of Mohbad, people are asking, oh, the last moment of Mohbad, is it Mohbad's fault? Should we blame Cynthia? Is Cynthia supposed to not like call family members? Like, this is a lesson to everyone. Could it be that, okay, since Cynthia too is from a dysfunctional family, a family where terrible things happen, we cannot expect Cynthia to behave well. We cannot expect Cynthia to be a good girl. And if you meet a woman that is from this kind of background and you are like, okay, anyhow, let's go in a relationship. These are some of the risks. I'm not saying women or men who are from homes that are well packaged, even if there is love in that family, people could turn rogue. Who knows why people behave in a certain way? Now, what am I trying to say? We've been hearing talks like Mohbad was not in charge of himself. Cynthia should have taken the bull by the horn and made sure that the whole thing that has to do with going to the hospital is not even negotiated, like it's a must and all of that. Now, was she hoping to execute, or is it that she didn't care, or was it that she wasn't expecting or felt that Mohbad could buy? But there's this thing about children of destiny and the kind of women around them. That's another subject for another day. To go deeper into, we've talked about it times without number here, but we've not gone deep into it. Like, people who have destiny to fulfill. particularly those whose birth is connected to some covenant or some promise, and his name is Promise now, and all of that. And one thing is that he didn't want to be associated with that thing that is the foundation of his birth. He didn't want to be like associated with it. He wants to live life. And unfortunately for him, the covenant of his birth somehow was unable to keep him alive. Let me put it that way. To keep him alive. Because there are people who have done worse, but because there is a covenant on them, they will not RIP you. They might have some health crisis or maybe disabled, but they will not RIP. But in case of Mohbad, he passed away. He passed away. He did pass away. What am I trying to say? Let us look at it. Mohbad will be singing. Was supposed to sing. Like he had that thing inside of him already. He's supposed to like add value to, let's say, Christianity, sort of. So his parents were always reminding him of this covenant. He was aware of it. They were trying to drag him in, bring him in, but he felt like he could make more money singing secular music, which is not an issue. But it's just that there are trappings that comes with it. And he fell into it. Now, the woman that he got into, like a relationship, is what caused him the chaos. Apart from external battles, unseen, known and unknown, that will definitely be. He sang it in his song like, now, I don't enter world, meaning I've left the covering. I am in this. But grace supposed to be somehow sufficient, right? Now, where is this thing? Why? Where? There are warnings that came. Oga, step out. One of the warnings was when he had this clash with NDLA and he got hit on his head. He didn't pass away. It was a warning for him to stop. But unfortunately, from what we heard, he had already hooked himself with a woman who is diabolic. That is the thing there. That woman is diabolic. Not because maybe Mohbad too cannot be diabolic, or Mohbad could not be consulting some extraterrestrial beings or spirit via some Babalawo Dibia. Definitely. You will go to visit this person, they will do this kind of this, that kind of that. It's, of course, somehow, Mohbad got into this babe. They kept on and on. Warnings came. Daddy came into it. Daddy warned. Mohbad, stop. Mohbad, you cannot be in this relationship. Mohbad. What did the father say? He said, having tried my best, and she kept on and on. He also kept on and on. We separated them. Mohbad started bringing her back. What can we do? We left them because at this age, what can I do? And Daddy was also dealing with his own ex-wife, Mohbad's mother, and his own present wife. So issues here, and everyone was dealing with their thing. They had not yet sorted out. Mohbad kept on and on. They said that a warning came saying, is either Cynthia and Mohbad split. If they don't split, there is a kind of influence. There is a kind of energy. There is a kind of misdirection that will be in his life. Did he stop? No. Was he warned? Yes. Was he advised? Yes. Did Mohbad give all of himself, his life, apart from their clashes, everything? It might not even be juju, or but let's say juju. There are certain people who are like this. When they are into someone, they are into that person, even if the person is going to unalive them. You might call it love. No, not necessarily love. They are just sold into that person. Let me break it down. It doesn't mean that Mohbad cannot sleep with someone out there. If you get what I mean. It doesn't mean that Mohbad cannot have some kind of whatever with another lady out there. But he will still continue to maintain that relationship with this other woman who is destructive to his life. I think you understand if you're getting what I'm saying. So Mohbad continued in a relationship that would not add value to his life. A relationship that is counterproductive. He gave all account to Cynthia is the one managing it. If you ask Mohbad, why is Cynthia managing your account? He'll be like, you know that me, I don't like to handle money. Does it make sense? You know that I don't want to be, I have a soft heart. So if anybody asks me, I would just want to give. But if it's going through her, I'll be able to manage. What does that mean? It still shows that he wasn't in his right place or mind. She was in control and still trying to be in charge of all the revenue of Mohbad. Took all of it. He said she was transferring money to this account, that account, that and that, whatever. The point is, all of this could not have been if Mohbad gave himself that he was supposed to give himself, brain. But But unfortunately, it didn't happen that way. So look at what Primeboy is saying. What can Primeboy say? That if I was there, he wouldn't have passed away. And if I was there and something happened, they would have said, they would have lied and put it all on me, like I'm the one that unalived my friend. Now, all of them are sorted. I mean, parents of Mohbad, Cynthia, all of them. That's it. Life has to go on for them. Mohbad is gone. The source of money is gone, but there is money stored somewhere. They are all fighting, finding a way. We might be surprised. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. That Mohbad's father will now settle behind the scene, behind camera with Cynthia, like, okay, how far? I don't know, but the DNA thing is what they are discussing about. But the thing is, Mohbad's father does not have that kind of attention or the kind of empathy that people were showing at the beginning. After he got to a while, people just lost interest, sort of. But Mohbad's justice is still on. That's the point. I don't know what your thoughts are as regards this matter. What do you think about it all? Please do drop your comments. See you in the next update.